Alright guys, so today's lesson is on standard form. Yesterday we talked about slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is the y equals mx plus b. Today we're going to talk about the other equation of a line, which is standard form. Standard form is ax plus by equals c. Now that looks a little different than the slope-intercept form. Standard form, you're going to be able to do a little bit more. We're going to do a little comparison here, just to kind of help you out. We have slope-intercept versus standard. Slope-intercept is what we learned yesterday. Slope-intercept looks like this. Y equals mx plus b. Slope-intercept, I can find my slope. I can find my y-intercept. Standard form, ax plus by equals c. Standard form, you can find a little bit more information. Standard form, you can find your slope. You can find your y-intercept. You can also find your x-intercept. So with standard form, not only can you find a y-intercept, but you can also find the x-intercept. And you say, okay, how do you know it's in standard form? Well, you're going to have an x and a y on that same side. The x will come first, then your y, and then your equal sign and a number. So if I have a problem like this, negative 2x plus 3y equals 6. This is standard. This is standard form. Standard form. So how do you know it's standard? That does not stand for San Francisco. I can assure you that. I'm not a fan of the 49ers. Standard form says, okay, there's the x. X is first, and your y, then equal sign, and then a number. Now look, you're going to have an x, you're going to have a y. Here's your x, here's your y. Then the a, the b, and the c is going to be numbers. It's not going to be a, b, and c, it's going to be numbers. So negative 2x plus 3y equals 6. That's standard form. Okay? Now today, all we're going to focus on today is I need to find the x-intercept, and I need to find y-intercept, and I need to find slope. I'm going to find the x, the y, and the slope, and it's very simple. I promise you, it's very simple. Let's start with the x-intercept. Find the x-intercept. All you do is take the number in front of the x, put it underneath your very last number, and reduce. I'll write that down. That's not hashtag, that's number. Take the number. In front of your x. Put it under the last number and reduce. If it doesn't reduce, you just leave it like it is. So if I look at our equation, negative 2x plus 3y equals 6, the number in front of x is negative 2. The last number is 6. I'm going to take that negative 2, I'm going to put it underneath my last number, and I'm going to reduce. Well, 6 divided by -2 is -3. So my x-intercept is -3. Well, if your x-intercept, to find the x-intercept, if it says take the number in front of your x and put it underneath your last number and reduce, you're going to do that same concept for the y-intercept. But you're going to take the number in front of your y You'll take the number in front of the y, put it under that last number, and reduce. Okay? Now I'm going to turn the page and we'll rewrite this. So I have -2x plus 3y equals 6. Okay, I want to find the y-intercept. I take the number in front of the y, which is the 3. I take it and I put it underneath my last number, which is 6. And I reduce. 6 divided by 3, my y is 2. So my x-intercept is -3. My y-intercept is 2. And you say, okay, what does this mean? Well, it means if I have a graph, I know that my line is going to touch the x there, the -3. I also know that this same line is going to touch my y-intercept, the y-intercept is going to be at 2. Now, the last thing we're going to look at is the slope. I'm going to rewrite my equation. -2x plus 3y equals 6. Now, to find slope, there's a little song that I've come up with. And it's a cute little song, and it's going to get stuck in your head, and you're going to try to go to sleep, and you're going to be singing this song to yourself. It's very simple. I want you to listen. You put the x on top, you put the y on the bottom, change the sign of x, then you check it really quick, and that's how you find the slope. Find the slope. Put the x on top, okay? What number is in front of your x? -2, that goes on top. Put the y on the bottom. Well, what number is in front of your y? 3. You put the x on top, you put the y on the bottom. Then, change the sign of x. So it goes from a -2 to a +2. Put the x on top, you put the y on the bottom, change the sign of x, and the last thing is you always check it. Check it to see if it'll reduce. Sometimes it'll reduce, sometimes it won't. Now, 2/3 is not going to reduce, so this equation up here, my slope, m equals 2/3. Now, if we had a piece of graph paper, we'd start at this bottom dot, we'd go up 2 and over 3, and we would put another dot. Since I don't have graph paper and all I have is just notebook paper, I know my line is going to go to the right. I know it's going to go to the right because my slope is positive. Therefore, if I had to match this up, and I'll do the best I can to try to connect it, as you see that sometimes I can't draw a straight line. But that line is going to cross through that x-intercept, that y-intercept, and it's going to the right. So So that is that line. That is the equation of that line. That line's going to look like that. Okay? So we're going to practice a couple of these. We're going to do a couple of these for an example. Standard form, 3 things you can find. X-intercept, Y-intercept, and slope. So if we have this, 5x minus 4y equals negative 20. I know this is standard form. I know it's standard form because you got an x, a y, equal sign, and a number. First thing I will do is I'm going to find the x-intercept. To find the x-intercept, I take the number in front of x, which is 5, put it under the last number. And I reduce. Okay? Negative 20 divided by 5 is negative 4. My x-intercept is negative 4. My y-intercept, do the same concept. Take the number in front of y, going to put it underneath that last number. Don't forget your negative signs. You got negative 4 going underneath negative 20. Negative 20 reduced by negative 4 is a positive 5. Your x-intercept is negative 4. Your y-intercept is 5. Now, to find the slope, that m equals the slope. Take the x, put it on top. Remember our little song? Put the x on top, put the y on the bottom. Change the sign of x, and check it really quick. Okay, you're going to take the number in front of the x that goes on top. 5. The number in front of y that goes on bottom. Negative 4. Then you're going to change the sign of x. You started with positive 5. You're now going to have a negative 5. Now you have negative 5 over negative 4. Remember that last little verse? Check it really quick. If you have a negative on the top and a negative on the bottom, your final answer is going to be a positive 5/4. So my x-intercept is negative 4. It's going to cross that x-axis at negative 4. My y-intercept is positive 5. And because my slope is positive, my line's going to the right. Okay? Let's do another one. X plus y equals 3. Standard form, x is first, and the y equals signs and a number. Now technically there's numbers up there. There's a 1 in front of that x and a 1 in front of that y. And if you have trouble seeing that, then you need to put it down. Just since we're starting out on this, if you need to put it down, you do that. So we're going to find the x-intercept. We're going to find the y-intercept. You guys are smart people. If your x is 1 and your y is 1, you're putting the same number underneath your last number. Well, 3 divided by 1 is 3. If you want to do it twice, go ahead and do it twice, but you're still going to get a 3. Now, to find the slope, take the x, you put it on top. Take the y, put it on the bottom. Change the sign of x. You need to check this, because if you write this as a final answer, that's wrong. That's not good. That's not the way it should look. A negative 1 over a 1, when you reduce that, that's simply a negative 1. Okay? These are not complicated. Now, there is places where you can make a mistake. It's not complicated. You just got to kind of pay attention to what you're doing, take your time, and go slow. Let's do one more. 7x plus 3y equals 21. Now at this point you should say, hey, I know that's standard form because you got the x, y equals sign and number. Well, I want to find the x-intercept. So to find the x-intercept, take the number in front of my x, put it underneath the last number. And I'm going to see if that will reduce. 21 divided by 7 is 3. To find the y-intercept, I take the number in front of y, put it under the last number. 21 divided by 3 7. Find the slope. Put my X on top. Put my Y on the bottom. Change the sign of X and I check that. Hey, is that going to reduce? No, it's not. Okay? Now you're going to follow those steps every time. Whether it's the x-intercept, the y-intercept, or finding the slope. You're going to follow it every time. Now your work, your written work, what I'm going to be checking tomorrow. I'm going to give you 6 equations. On this, I want you to find the x-intercept, the y-intercept, and the slope. So here's your 6 equations, standard form. I want you to tell me the x-intercept, the y-intercept, and the slope. On all 6 of those, I want you to be able to tell me the x-intercept, the y-intercept, and slope. When you get in here on Wednesday, we're going to do something else with standard form. We're going to be kind of moving some stuff around. I'm going to show you some things, how that slope intercept and standard, how they kind of link together. So this is what I want you to do. Watch the video, and you may have some questions. Remember, you can watch a video over and over and over and over again. You can pause it, you can think about it, you can process it. But after you've done this, the 6 questions, this is what I want you to have Wednesday morning. All right, good job.